Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how ADA boosting works. As it is a type of boosting technique, we'll first understand what is this boosting technique and then we'll move on to the ADA boosting part. Okay, so let's get started. What is boosting technique? Boosting technique is a technique which is used to create a strong classifier with the help of number of weak classifiers. So let us see what is this weak classifier. So let us suppose we have created one decision tree and it is giving a output. Okay, so now we'll get some right prediction and we'll get some wrong prediction. Okay, so this model is giving some error, some wrong prediction. So this wrong prediction is taken and again model is created. Okay, again we'll get some right prediction, we'll get wrong prediction. Again this wrong prediction is taken. Now this will give you some right prediction, some wrong prediction. So wrong prediction sample is again taken and another model is created. Okay, so this will continue till we get the correct output. Okay, so based on this weak classification, what is this weak classification? We are taking incorrect samples and we are creating a new model and we are training. So based on this n number of weak classifier, we are creating a strong classifier at the end. So here I've written 7 steps. So from these 7 steps, you will be able to understand ADA boost. Okay, ADA boost is also known as adaptive boosting. So let's get started with our first step. What ADA boost is doing actually internally. In ADA boost, sample weights are initially assigned as 1 by n. So what is this n? N is number of records. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 records we have. So we will create a sample weight. Sample weight. So for each record we are giving a sample weight as 1 by 5. 1 by n. N is 5. 5 records we have total. Okay, so we are giving 1 by 5. Next step is to create a stump. So what is this stump? Stump is nothing but a decision tree having depth is equal to 1. Okay, so this is a parent node and this is our child node or leaf node. Okay, so what we are doing, we are initializing all the features that we have. Over here we have x1 and x2. So we will create x1 decision tree as a parent node. We'll calculate entropy or Gini impurity. Secondly, we'll take feature x2 and we'll calculate Gini impurity or entropy. As you all know that for selecting the parent node, what we are doing, we are calculate Gini impurity or entropy only in decision tree. In the similar way in ADA boost, we are doing the same. Okay, so based on the Gini impurity, we find the minimum value of this two stumps and we are selecting the minimum one. Okay, stumps having minimum value is taken into consideration. Next step is, let us consider x1 got the minimum entropy. Okay, so this stump is taken into consideration. So the next step is to find how this stump is performing. So now we got the stumps, or you can say a model. So it will give a particular prediction we will get a y hat value. Okay, so now as you all know that we have discussed in boosting technique, we have to consider incorrect predictions, right, in order to create a new model. So our next step is to get the incorrect samples. So let us suppose this record, the output was no, but using this terms we got as yes, so it is a incorrect prediction. Okay, so out of this 5 samples, 5 records, we got one record as incorrect. So this formula is nothing but summation of all the incorrect predictions upon the records. So here you can see y hat is not equal to y, the predicted value not equal to the actual value divided by the sample. Now we have calculated the RJ, which is a total error where y hat is not equal to y prediction is not equal to y. So we got that this record is not predicting properly. Instead of no, we got it yes. Now we will see the performance of the stump that we have created over here. Okay, so in order to calculate the performance of stump, there is a formula alpha j is equal to eta log 1 minus rj upon rj. Here log to the base e. Okay, rj we have calculated over here. So here we got one incorrect prediction. So 1 by total number of record is 5. Okay, so here we will eta you can take any value if you want. Mostly it is taken as 1 or 0.5. So here we will substitute all the values of alpha j. Okay, so let us see. For the I am taking eta as 1 by 2 log e 1 minus 1 by 5 upon 1 by 5. So let me calculate this value. Here we are getting 0.69. Okay, this is the approximate value. So now we got the performance of the sum. Next step is to update the weights. Okay, so for updating the weights, we have a formula. For incorrect predictions, old weight into e raised to performance of sum. Okay, so performance of sum we got over here. Old weight you have this one. For incorrect prediction, so for this value we'll calculate the new sample weight. Okay, let me add one more column, updated weights. For incorrect prediction, new sample weight as 0.39. Okay, for correct prediction, we'll calculate as old weight into e raised to minus performance. Okay, here we are taking negative value. So for the correct prediction, we got value as 0.1. All will be same, 0.1. So now here you can see that for the incorrect prediction, we got a higher value of weights. For the correct prediction, we got a low value of weights. So here you can see AdaBoost is emphasizing more on the incorrect records. Okay, that's why we are using a negative value, so that we are focusing less on the correct values, correct output, and more emphasizing on the wrong records that we are getting, wrong predictions. Okay, so our next step is to normalize this value. Okay, so let us create one more column. So for normalizing, what we are doing, we are taking the summation of these values. Let us calculate. In order to normalize these values, we'll divide the summation by every weight. Okay, normalized weight. Zero point 1 divided by 0.79, 0.12. So all will be same for correct prediction. For incorrect, 0.39 divided by 0.79. So we are getting as 0.49. So we got the normalized weight. So our next step is to choose a value which is ranging between 0 to 1, like 0.4. Okay, so over here you can see that we have 0.2, 0 to 0.12 range. Here we have 0.12 to adding this number 24. Just take the cumulative addition. So this will be 0.24 to addition of 0.24 plus 49. So what it will be? 0.73. This is be 0.2. Okay, likewise we have to calculate all day, so that at the end we will get summation as 1. Okay, so model is selecting a value between 0 to 0.1. So for example, it is taking as 0.4. So 0.4 is lying in between this record. Okay, so this record will be taken. Okay, so this record will be taken into a new data set. It will create a new data set. For example, here we have 5 records. Likewise, it will create a record of 5 record it will create, and it will pick this value and put it over here. Again, the value ranging between 0 to 1 is taken randomly. So 0.5 it will take. So it will range between. So this again record will be taken into considerations. Okay. Now 0.1. So 5 times random values are taken into consideration, which will range between 0 to 1. Okay, so there is a possibility that duplicate values will be taken into new table. Okay, so now we got the new records. Again, the same procedure will happen from step 1 to step 7 till we will get the correct prediction. Okay, So this was the adaptive boosting. To give you an overview of what we have learned, first step is to take the sample weights as W is equal to n 1 by n, where n is number of samples or records. Second step is to create the stumps and calculate Gini impurity and entropy. Minimum value of Gini impurity is taken. Okay, that tree is taken into consideration. Thirdly, we'll calculate the total error, which is given by summation of weights of incorrect prediction upon the records. Fourth step is to calculate the performance of the stump. Next step is to update the weights. Okay, so in this step we are more emphasizing on the incorrect predictions by giving it a value of positive performance term and less emphasizing on the correct predictions. Step 6 is to normalize the weights, and afterwards we are selecting a value ranging between 0 to 1 in order to create a new table. Okay, so for the prediction part, the model is created. Now the model is trained. Okay, in order to get the prediction after the training for the test part, voting is taken. Okay, so we have multiple models, multiple sums. This is giving as 1, this is giving as 0, this is given as 1. So out of this we got the majority of 1, right? 1 will be the output. Okay, so this was the working of ADA boost, which is also known as adaptive boosting. Okay, if you have any doubts, please comment it down below. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye bye.